Hey guys, so hopefully this won't take too long. I always say that. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. Technically, I probably should have been in bed 2 hours ago. A lot has happened, believe it or not, since the last time that I posted. So on Saturday, I got my first sale. I helped my first family. Um, I've been steadily trying to do it since. Had a couple of issues there. Um, my youngest, his IEP on Friday, finally came through. They rearranged his schedule, and it was supposed to kick off on Monday, but Monday was kind of a crazy day. I will definitely get to that. So on Friday, youngest IEP found out information about how to get him glasses. Of course, he and his brother are still in Apple Health. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out in the future, but that is something that that has come through. So we'll be able to get him some glasses. His IEP has been done, and my husband came home a little bit early for his lunch so we could actually talk with the lady. And his schedule has been set. So he should be getting the help he needs. Both of them, of course, are doing at-home learning. With my eldest, he was 2 to 3 weeks behind, as in he fell through the cracks. So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went, what is going on? Because the youngest had started. He had started, and I hadn't heard anything about him. Well, since he was going all virtual, he had been switched over to virtual learning. He was still listed at the original high school. And they were like, well, what's his email? I'm like, we never got one. Well, what's his student number? We literally just moved here. We never got one. Wow. Both of them have Chromebooks that are offered by the district, so they are working on schoolwork. It has been a little bit uphill because, of course, my hours are 12 to 9. I still get up when, to get them up for school, get them breakfast, teeth brushed, everything else. So I'm usually still up at 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I've been trying to do this thing of keep track of them and do my job at the same time, which is not really helping me. I'm trying to get a set schedule, and that's kind of difficult when you're chasing children around and at the same time trying to do your job. But on Saturday, regardless, since it is kickoff month for October, and October is one of the biggest months, I did make a sale. It's only going to be about, I'm only going to receive about $750, but that helps. I did call and ask if my car payment being late was going to get my car towed, and they were like, well, it doesn't exactly work like that. As long as you pay it before the 24th, you're fine. And I'm like, okay, because I'm getting paid on Friday. On Sunday, I decided I was going to go down and get the supplies that I need to be able to send materials to anybody that I help, and that I contact, and I help with their life insurance and everything, and whether they're union or McGruff or anything like that. And so, because it is down near the bottom of Seattle, and no matter what I do, it is quite a drive out. Hubby, since he's working technically a temporary job, it's like literally week by week basis at this place. He decided to go ahead and take the day off. The youngest didn't get to start his IEP day because literally we all just packed up and had an adventure. Now, the office doesn't open until 12, so I was planning to leave around 11. We didn't leave till 11:30. So we get there probably about 12:40. I grab as many materials as I can because it was a nightmare to get there. Number one. Forgive me. It was a nightmare to get there. Number one. Number two, that is like an hour and a half away. I'm not planning on doing that consistently. Well, we decided while we were there, I've had these 2 library books for like literally 4 or 5 months now. I have tried several times to turn them in. The last 2 times we drove out that way, their drop box was locked. So the baby, the youngest, had been going, I want a hot dog, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's all we heard about like last week is, I want a hot dog from 7-Eleven, believe it or not. So we were like, heck with it. We'll be in Tacoma. We're driving past there, so we might as well drop in, see if we can drop off the library books. Guess what is the one day they're not open? And they're locked, and their drop box is locked. You guessed it. It's Monday. So we had driven through there to drop off these library books that I'm now getting emails about that it's late. And I'm like, I've tried to drop this off 3 different times in the last 3 months. You could have left, the drop box open, but they decided not to do that. But it wasn't a complete and total bust. We picked up a snack and then made the drive back. By the time I got home, it was 3:50, and I literally had to log on to see my coach. So it was one of those that I knew it was going to be like a late start to the day. My first appointment wasn't until about 4 o'clock, and I got there almost at 4 o'clock. But, I mean, Monday was a bust anyway. I probably had one person I was able to sit down with. He wasn't able to go over the medical questions, which, is something that we have to do. He had 2 wee ones. I tried to get him back a little bit later that night. I tried today, yesterday. It has been a long one. So I tried to get him back later that night. He didn't pick up, so I moved him to today. So I've moved him to tomorrow. If I don't get him tomorrow, I'm just going to have to let the application just scrub. There's just not much I can do about it. It has been absolutely crazy. I am scared out of my mind. I've got the car payment taken care of, but now I've got $3,000 in rent hanging over my head that I really, really, really want to get rid of. And I hadn't stopped to think about it, but because it's my birthday month, it means I also have to get new tags on my car. And I probably need to get a Washington license plate. And I heard I can't get away with this for less than $2,000 because I'm literally switching my license plate over and I'm getting new tags, and it's super expensive here. That's going to be fun. So I had really better get hustling. It was only the 6th. I keep telling myself that. It was only the 6th, so I've got the rest of the month to make this happen. I will probably wind up working my birthday. As it is, I have at least 8 people that I have not wished happy birthday to. Like I said, not so good friend here lately. That I really seriously need to wish happy birthday to. And of course, oodles of comments that you guys say I don't have to answer, which only makes me feel guilty for not answering them. But, yeah, crazy Saturday sale. Monday, youngest kiddos IEP kicked off. We weren't here for it, as in literally the whole entire. They did school like at the beginning of the day. We still hadn't received all of this IEP update at that time, but we did school at the beginning of the day. Even 2 hours into their day, it was done. To make it more fun, it literally, what should have taken maybe about 3 hours tops, took about 4.5, almost 5. That was fun. But still, it was an adventure. Everybody got out. I came back, almost had it, but it turned out to be bupkis. Today was completely shot. I had like 4 or 5 people to sit down with. None of them showed. So that's okay. I've got everything booked up tomorrow, and I plan on booking more. So I guess I'm just going to start making phone calls and trying to get people to sit down with me like from the jump. That's really the hardest thing, is trying to get people to sit down with you. I mean, they fill out something asking for us to call, and they just like, what? Yeah, that kind of thing. But that's okay. I will persevere. I am hoping to not only be able to pay the 2 months that I owe, but also pay next month and get my car taken care of. That would be a dream come true. I did get released today, so that was a good thing. Of course, I got released and then my mood just kind of went down from there because I wasn't sitting down with anybody. But I did get released today. They asked me how I felt about it. I thought they were talking about being released later in the week. I misunderstood. So I was released today, and I told him I do. I actually feel pretty good about it. I'm one of those, I do better when I do. Not when I watch, not when I observe, not when I have somebody holding my hand. I do better when I just do it. So, of course, I wasn't making as many calls or doing everything I was supposed to be doing today. So. But tomorrow is a new day, and it is only the 7th. So I have the whole entire month to pull up out of a nosedive. And it can happen. I mean, 1 or 2 weeks where nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, everything goes swimmingly. So definitely cross your fingers and hope that it works out for me that way. Now, a lot of this is also referral based because we work with unions. Unions want to get the word out. They want everybody to be able to, receive the benefits that we offer. So referrals are the key. Well, on Monday, I was getting people giving me addresses but not phone numbers. I'm like, I can't contact anybody without a phone number. But that was okay. I just found it hilarious that they were trying to give me whole addresses. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be driving out to see them because it's, COVID. I have one person tomorrow who's probably going to be extremely difficult, but it's good practice as far as I'm concerned. I'm used to dealing with difficult people. I have no problem with that. But he just seems lovely. So I look forward to sitting down with him. But like I said, just within like 3 or 4 days' time, everything went insane. The kiddo's IEP came through, so we got him set up with that this morning. Both him and the eldest later this evening got stomped a little bit because they don't focus on their work. They're like in and out of my room, and it's gotten seriously distracting where, I'm running up here to check on them, and I shouldn't have to do that. And then they're coming downstairs and trying to hang out or tell me something when I'm in the middle of making phone calls or trying to do a presentation. It just doesn't work. But I did get everything packed up for my one guy for his sale. So that is super cool. I'm really, really happy about that. So, fingers crossed. I may have to invest in stamps.com so I can send this stuff out without, killing myself rate-wise. So far, everything is going quite well. And today was kind of like the last day to be able to make sales because you get paid on Friday. So Friday I do have something coming in. I can breathe a little bit easier. So that makes it nice. This upcoming Thursday, hubby's going in for like a urine test so that he can get a job that starts out as temporary but may actually become permanent, which is what I'm really looking forward to. I seriously want that to happen for him. And it's like $20 an hour, so we could definitely use it. So you guys have been sending love and everything else and positive vibes, and I love your comments. Thank you. Oh, keep that love coming. I definitely need it. And just, keep your fingers crossed. And like I said, if anybody out there is throwing a reading for me, drop it in the PM. Let me know exactly what's going on because I have no idea anymore. But I shall try to keep you all updated. Hopefully I can get my schedule enough under control without having to run back and forth between children and everything else, to be able to get it where I can work and not have 3/4 of my time eaten up. That would be nice. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Once again, I hope to be back here with you guys soon. And know that I'm always thinking of you. I love you guys. And I will talk to you all hopefully within the next couple of days with good news. That would be awesome. Fingers crossed. Take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other.